Hello and welcome to User Spotlights. I'm Laura with ClickFunnels, and today I'm speaking with Trina Fleber of Primal Life Organics. Trina is a dental, skincare, and health-related speaker and writer, and her food-based skincare products have been featured on TV stations all over the country, including ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox. She's a clean beauty nurse and international best-selling author of Beauty's Dirty Secret: 3 Simple Steps to Superpower Your Skin. Welcome, Trina. Thanks for being my guest today.
Hi, Laura. I'm super excited to chat with you today. We love ClickFunnels. We go way back.
Yes, that's so great. I'm excited to hear more about you. So to get started, tell us a little bit about who you are, a little bit of your background, and how you got started in this business.
Yeah, I have an interesting background. I'm a registered nurse, and right before I started my business, I just had graduated from anesthesia school. So I'm a nurse anesthetist. I can put people to sleep. I can wake them up. It's kind of fun. But I never really expected to be an entrepreneur. But when I graduated from anesthesia school, that was back in 2007. I was my husband now at the time we were dating, we were engaged, and we went to Fiji to get married because I was just turning 40 and we wanted to start a family right away. And we knew once we had kids, we're probably not going to travel for a while. So we went to Fiji, got married, and got pregnant on the honeymoon. Super excited. Came back. I started working as a nurse anesthetist in the OR, loved it. And then at week 7 in my pregnancy, I miscarried. And it was one of those things that, you just step back and go, I know that miscarriages happen for, physical reasons, something was not right. But what if there's something that I could do? My husband and I were both, we considered ourselves healthy at the time. We worked out, ate healthy. This was before like the paleo and primal world even erupted, but we felt like we were healthy. But we started looking at our environment. So we changed our dish soap, we changed our laundry detergent, we changed our cleaning supplies. Never dawned on me that my skincare had poison in it or toxins that could even cross the placenta. I didn't know any of this. Like, you're not taught this in, nursing or medical school. So one morning I got pregnant again very quickly. I was at week 7 of that pregnancy. And I was very in tune. Like, I was really in tune, especially at that point, because I was like, okay, this is the make or break it. Is this going to go past 7 weeks this time? And I glanced down at the moisturizer I was putting on my skin when I was getting ready for work that morning. And I happened to read the ingredients for the first time. And mind you, it was a company that I actually trusted way back in 2007. Organic wasn't necessarily a big commodity. So it was an organic, or what I considered an organic or natural type of company. And I was shocked to find that there were toxins or poisons or chemicals in the product. So immediately I disconnected. I tossed it in the garbage and I went and got olive oil because I thought, oh, those women in Europe are just beautiful. And I think they use olive oil. So I went and got olive oil and I put it on my skin. And at that time, my skin was really oily and broken out. And I was terrified, but I didn't care. This was for my unborn child more than me. And lo and behold, I started mixing and, playing with different oils and essential oils. And my skin cleared up for the first time in my 40 years. First time. My acne went away. My skin looked good. It wasn't oily. And I was blown away. And so really, that's how Primal Life actually started. It actually started as a different company. And then we rebranded in 2012 when paleo and primal became very popular. And I realized that there was no skincare companies that was meeting the needs of people that were looking for uber clean skincare, like stuff without anything. So then we rebranded as Primal Life Organics.
Got it. I feel like that's like a lot of people talk about that now, especially I think it's, most common with women, especially mothers or pregnant women. And there seems to be a big issue now with like greenwashing, where people say that they're organic or that they have, natural ingredients. And then you actually look at it and you're like, well, I feel like I'm being lied to. Like, I feel like that's happened with a lot of things that I've used in the past, where I actually take a look at it and I'm just like blown away by the ingredients that I'm seeing.
That's actually the premise behind my book, Beauty's Dirty Secret. Like, the beauty industry has a big dirty secret, big. And like basically what you're talking about. But on the flip side of that, Mother Nature also has some dirty little secrets. And her dirty little secrets work. Like, she keeps them, but they work. So I wrote the book Beauty's Dirty Secret. And I do talk about not just there, but I do a webinar. I teach people, women primarily, but men too, how to read a skincare label and know when you're being lied to. It
Mm.
takes, I teach people how to, in less than 10 seconds, I give you about 3 to 6 tips. Within 10 seconds, you can decide whether it's worth your time, money, and health. And it's super easy. And it's sad because, like you said, greenwashing, so many companies out there are pretending on face value to be healthy. And yes, the food industry too. And when you really take a look, I always say what they're selling you is completely different than what you're buying. So they're selling you all the marketing plays, the natural, the organic, the healthy, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
What you're actually buying is reflected in the ingredients. And if you know how to look for the good, the bad, and the ugly, you will know whether you're buying your own acne like I was. I was purchasing my acne. I was purchasing my cavities and gum disease. I was purchasing oily skin. But as soon as I shifted and learned how to avoid those ingredients, I was actually buying and selling, and that's what I sell. I sell the beauty. I sell the healthy skin, getting your body back to normal, healing your teeth, healing your gums, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, so cool. So what was your first official product when you launched your business?
It was my carrot seed. I make a carrot seed moisturizer, a serum, and a face wash. And the reason I did that was because so many, I was, I'm 40, or at that time I was 40, I'm 55 now. Um, Anti-aging was something I was really wanting. I didn't want wrinkles, and I want to look good. And so I started doing research into vitamin A, and so many women use vitamin A, or I'm trying to think of what it's called in the skincare industry. But the natural form of vitamin A is in carrots, and it's actually a complete vitamin A. So when they're making it in the lab, it's only a synthetic, and so it's a partial, and it's not really working. It literally dries your skin out and actually causes premature aging, as opposed to the benefits that they tout vitamin A for. And so when I noticed that, or I found that, I was like, oh, I'm just going to put carrot seed oil in, create a product around that. So that's what I did. It was carrot seed. That was my first initial product, and it's amazing. I still sell it today.
That's great. I actually learned something new. Now I'm gonna make sure that I pay more attention to that as well. Cool. So what was it that led you to ClickFunnels and using a funnel in your business?
Oh gosh, we go way back with Russell. Like, my husband knows Russell. We were actually beta testing. When ClickFunnels was beta testing, we were part of that. So
Good
we
with
go way back.
yeah, Classic was beta testing, right? Not just
Yeah. And
no.
I don't even know. I just talked to my husband today. I said, do you remember when did we really start with ClickFunnels? And we were like, was it 2014 or 2016? So whenever ClickFunnels started, we were in their beta test. In fact, my husband knows Russell. My kids have been on stage. One of the ClickFunnels, I think it was about 3 years ago I think it was Orlando, wherever they did their ClickFunnels in Florida a couple
Funnel
years
High
ago.
Five. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. My kids got on stage. I have 3 kids. My kids got on stage and they sang with the rapper, and they
Oh,
did the dance and they sang. And we just watched the video. I watched it not too long ago. It was so funny. So we're a ClickFunnels family. We've been making funnels for a long time, and I really think that we wouldn't be where we are today if we didn't do the funnels. There's not even a doubt in my mind.
what kind of funnel would you say is the most effective for your business? Are you using it mostly to generate leads, to just sell your physical products? Are you using multiple funnels?
We sell. It's primarily to sell our products, to get in front of audiences that normally wouldn't be looking for us particularly. And it's a way we use all of our affiliate traffic. All of our affiliate traffic goes through the funnel, because the problem with our website, and I'm sure many companies feel this way, like, you want to send people to your website because you want them to see how amazing you are, how many products you have. But the minute you send them there, they get lost and they start adding things to their cart. Because I do this when I'm shopping. I know, like, I'm on a new website and I start adding, I'm like, I want this, I want this, I want this. All of a sudden I got 10 things in my cart and I'm like, I can't even decide right now. So I put it away. And I sometimes go back to it and I sometimes don't. And it gets too confusing. So we use our funnels for all of our affiliate traffic. We have probably 4 to 5 funnels that we regularly send our affiliate traffic through, and it prevents that confusion. So it's narrowed down, it's focused. They can't get lost in a website. They go through the funnel and they decide whether they are in and want to buy that product or they're not. And then, of course, there's the retargeting and all that other stuff that you can do. But that's the main reason. If we send them to our website, they're overwhelmed.
Yeah. So did you go through the process of like having a traditional website and seeing that people get decision fatigue or they add a bunch of things to cart, but they're not checking out before you decided, hey, let's actually guide them through a funnel so that, we're with them from start to purchase and we're actually seeing more conversions? Like, did you kind of go through we had the traditional, now let's create a funnel?
Not really, only because we've been doing the funnel since way back when. And it just made sense. Like, as soon as I was like, and we didn't even really think about the fact that when we started, we weren't even thinking about the fact that people go to our website and probably get confused or get overwhelmed or underwhelmed or whatever it would be. So we just started doing the funnels because that was the thing to do. Russell, it was brand new. It was a way to get in front of more audiences that literally, if they feel the love, they continue to read and get more information. We try to make it educational, our funnels, and that way it's not just like just buy our product because we know it works. Yeah. It's, some of the education about the toxic ingredients in the other products that are out there. Our biggest selling or best funnel that's running is our teeth whitening funnel. And since we don't use any chemicals or toxins like peroxide and the bleaches and the things like that, most people don't realize how bad that is for your health and your teeth, as well as it's not really necessary. And long-term, it's not fixing the problem. So we try to do all that kind of education. Of course, you have to market with the, you've got to be a little vain and, people want white teeth for a reason. They want to build confidence and all that other kind of stuff. So we try to put that all in the funnels, but, it always surprises me. We do long funnels. I think one of ours is a shorter funnel, but the performing ones are the ones that are super long, and it surprises me. I'm like, people still want to read all that? But if it's good information, they will.
Yeah, and I think that you're in an interesting niche in your industry. So there's a lot of physical products out there for skincare and healthcare and women's beauty and teeth. And I think you adding that educational piece to it is really helpful, because I know that when I went and I started checking out some of your funnels, I was way more intrigued by how it would change me and my long-term effects than I was about comparing it to things that I can go get at the grocery store. And I think that that is the piece that gets thriving advocates of your product, is you're not just offering them a better product, you're giving them the education of knowing that what they're doing for themselves is ultimately better. And I think that's really cool.
Thank you. Yes. And I formulated every product. So every single formulation was done with a nurse's eye. So I always say, this is now how I do my nursing care. I put my nursing care into every single product I make. And as a nurse, we are there to nurture and promote health, as opposed to the scientist in the lab mixing chemicals, who is there with a bottom line and mixing those toxic chemicals that in the long run actually don't even make you look better. They actually create so much inflammation in your body and cause more stress in your body that you end up looking worse sooner. So it's just that marketing ploy. So I try to get that across. I try to let as many people know I am the face of the brand. A lot of people know me. I always get surprised when I will do a customer service call, for whatever reason. I've done calls sometimes on the weekends. We'll get an Amazon question or something like that. And I pick up the phone and call, and I'll never forget the time it was an Amazon customer. And I'm like, hi, this is Trina from Primal Life. And they're like, it was a man, and he yells to his husband, oh my gosh, Trina, I'm talking to Trina from Primal Life. And his wife is in the background screaming, oh my gosh, you're kidding. So I sat on the phone and talked to him for about a half hour, but it always amazes me that, people really do pay attention, and brand matters. Your brand messaging matters. And being a face of the brand is really, really important. Letting people know that you're human and your stories and your background. I know when I look at other brands or competitors and the people promoting them, celebrities endorse a lot of companies, but they have no idea what they're promoting, which is really sad. And health professionals is the other target that brands get, doctors and health practitioners and, to promote. And it's really sad because they don't even know what they're promoting. They have no idea how to read a label, and they don't know that those are chemicals and toxins. And it's just total greenwashing. It's so sad.
Yeah. And I feel like in the influencer world today, it's such a big thing too, that people are looking for brand partnerships and deals where they can score some money for promoting a product that they think is so easy to just kind of shell out to everybody. But it does make an impact, and it can be both good or bad.
Right. Totally.
Yeah. So if you were to give one piece of advice, whether it's about business or selling physical products, to someone who is interested in creating funnels or using ClickFunnels to grow their business, what would that advice be?
You can probably just do it. It's a lot of work to build a funnel, but it's so worth it. And be yourself, get your messaging out there. Make sure that if you have a brand where you are the face of the brand, or there is someone that is the face of the brand, make sure that's in there, because that is the connection people are looking for. Make sure that the story is in there. So that people understand. Like, I have a facelift kit that I developed primarily because of a story of being a nurse anesthetist, doing the anesthesia for facelifts, numerous facelifts. And I had 2 women that almost lost their life during a facelift procedure. Scared me to death. I was in the room and we thought that we were actually going to lose. They were separate incidents, but I remember, and this was before I had my business, but I remember going, oh my God, that's just so not worth it. I just wish there was a better way that women didn't feel, and men didn't feel like they had to do this, that they could keep their beauty without this. So when I started making the skincare products, and I was getting such great results, like amazing, like my skin looks hydrated and full and plump. And, when it's hydrated, you don't see those fine lines and wrinkles, but they're not an issue because you're not drying your skin out, which is what most skincare products do, is they literally dry your skin out. And then I created a tool that you can use to help stimulate collagen, elastin, all those other things. But I created a natural facelift kit. We made a funnel, and primarily because of the story, and that story is part of that funnel. And it's really important for people to understand where you come from, because if I don't put that story in there, they just think I'm a woman who just wants to sell her skincare as opposed to another brand.
Yeah, your expertise is so important. And personally, I think that you're a great testimony of being a face for the brand, because you look great. When you told me your age, I absolutely didn't believe it. So now I definitely need to check out your products. So speaking of, where can people go to learn more about you and your business?
PrimalLifeOrganics.com is the website. Of course, we're on Instagram, Primal Life Org, Twitter, Pinterest. We're on all the social media platforms, including Facebook. We're Primal Life Organics on Facebook. The funnels that perform the best, if anybody wants to look at them, one of them is the LED funnel is the naturalteethwhiteners.com. And then we also have a dental detox kit, which is like a detoxing way to cleanse your mouth, but also reset your microbiome. Good health starts inside the mouth. So that one's dental detox kit or dentaldetoxbox.com are those 2 funnels. If anybody, those 2 are done a little bit differently. So I personally did the detox kit funnel all by myself. I did that one by myself. And then we professionally had the LED funnel done by someone who, that's what they do. They make the funnels. So they're just interesting to see the 2 different ones. They both perform well. We get great conversions on both of them, but they're just a different feel for both of them.
Great. That's awesome. Thank you for that information. It's been great getting to know you. I'm going to go check out some of your products. Thanks again for sitting and chatting with me today, Trina. It's been great to get to know you.
Thank you, Laura. Like, you guys changed our lives. So of course, anytime you guys need anything, we're here for you.
Thanks so much.